You are all very, very welcome, and I will now hand over to the town crier of Cromer.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are indeed lucky to have the crown. I've only had one beer, honest. The town crier of Sheringham, because normally at this time he has to be home at his residential home because it is Anyway, your attention now please for Tony Shipp MBE, who will address the assembled company.
Crab and Lobster Festival Committee and helpers, and a very warm welcome here to the Red Lion. We started, as you know, last year, and our major aims from that were to promote the heritage and the community of Cromer and Sheringham and the local area, to provide fun and entertainment, to promote the local fishing industry, food and businesses, to promote and extend the tourist season, and to raise money for local charities. And I think based on those aims, we went a good way last year to achieving those. It's our aim this year to go even further and make an even better job of it. The money that we raised last year went to the Cromer and Sheringham RNLI stations and also to Help for Heroes. And it was decided that half the profit from the Crab and Lobster auction would go to those three charities. In the end, we finished up giving away 9,000, which was a bit more than half, so each benefited from £3,000 each. This year, we're looking towards again giving money to both the RNLI stations, but also this year we're going to, our third charity is the Seamen's Mission, who do an awful lot of work in East Anglia and in this local area. Last year again we were very fortunate with our sponsorship, and again sponsorship is coming in. At the moment we have £8,000 in from Tesco, who are our main sponsors at the moment, unless anybody would like to top that one. Sheringham Town Council came in very quickly with £1,500, and they've since been followed by Cromer Town Council. And obviously there will be other sponsorships, we hope, coming in, whether they are in money or in kind. We don't mind. Of course, all those people who are friends of the festival as well have added their bit, the hotels, restaurants, cafes, all part of the food trail, and all the other businesses that have got involved. So we thank them. Woodford's Brewery again are sponsoring the ale trail. And we're very pleased this year that BBC Radio Norfolk are going to get involved. They're here this evening, and I understand there will be one or two interviews on the local programme tomorrow morning, but they are, I understand, also hoping to cover the weekend for us, so we're very grateful to them for that. As far as our theme this year, as I'm sure you've already seen, is the deck chairs. Our reason for going that is that they would be much cheaper. We felt in the economic climate that it would be better for people to, or more affordable for more people to get involved. And I've already heard of groups of houses and families in streets clubbed together to buy a chair and move it along the front of the house each day with a different one. So there's lots of ideas already coming out for the deck chairs, and I'm sure many of you will have many more of them. We've got two samples here, wonderful examples, very kindly made up for us by George Dimnam, and I'm sure you've had a good look at those. If you haven't, do come and have a look, and I'm sure that will give you some ideas. Not necessarily for painting the canvas, but photographs of obviously, there's no limit, is there really? I'd like also to say a big thank you to the Red Lion for allowing us use of the assembly room here. It's an ideal place for a function like this, and I know they want to get involved with all that's going on, so we do thank them. And also a big thank you also to those who provided food for this evening, which I'm sure you'll partake once all this talking has been finished. So for the 2011 event, we're playing it bigger and better. Again, we're concentrating on Sheringham on the Saturday and Cromer on the Sunday. We should be starting again with the free opening concert at the Pavilion Theatre, and the Shantymen and the Cromer Smugglers have already said that they will be playing for us, and we are still looking for one or two individual guest performers other than Noel and Hilary to get us started. And of course the festival weekend again the finale will be over here at Cromer with the second World Pier Crabbing Championships. So we hope the word will spread and we'll get even more for that one. The festival is built really on a celebration of the local delicacies of crab and lobster. And once again this year that will be a main theme that runs through the whole of the festival, with cookery demonstrations, taster sessions, a month-long restaurant trail, specialist master classes, a farmer's market, and a feast of food, we hope, and drink in both towns. And on the drink side, we're very pleased again that Woodford's Brewery, the Norfolk Ales, are again coming on board to sponsor the Crab and Lobster Ale Trail. They're again going to produce the Pincer Ale, which formed part of the trail last year, but they're very kindly going to widen that this year and add it to the Wherry Trail that already exists over a much larger part of Norfolk. And including in that, they're going to advertise the festival for us on a number of beer mats again that were very popular last year. So briefly, that's where we were and where we're hoping to head. And the lady who is running our food theatre for us this year is someone who I'd like to introduce to you now. I'm sure you all know of her and will have either read her articles or heard her broadcasting. So I'd like to, I have great pleasure in introducing Mary Kemp.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Dennis, I'm Mary Kemp. I'm a local farmer's wife, but I also cook and write for a living. I also have a great job of organising cookery theatres. I've been very honoured to be asked to come and run the cookery theatre for the festival here this year, because we have some brilliant chefs, and we also have some wonderful ingredients in Norfolk. We're very spoiled, and it's a great secret we have up here, and it's lovely to promote it, but I don't think anybody outside the county realises how lucky we are. But we've got Chris Cooper coming to cook, we've got lots of wonderful local chefs cooking. We've also got a new cookery theatre being built. It's a mobile cookery theatre. I work with a company called Production Services, and Nick Clark is here, and Nick is building, especially for this year, a mobile cookery theatre, which is going to be placed in Sheringham and then coming to Cromer. And it's, for those who were at the festival last year, we're also going to put a marquee outside the front, so in case it's incredibly hot, I'm not going to talk about rain, in case it's so hot we need some sunshades, everybody can sit underneath the marquee and watch these amazing chefs at the same time. For those in the audience who have restaurants and I haven't met you and you've got amazingly entertaining and very good chefs, we're looking for some more chefs to have on stage. So please either let Jane know or myself know, because we want to include as many people as possible. We're also going to be having a Ready Steady cook-off with Radio Norfolk. And I've actually also just asked your town criers if they'll come on stage on one of the days and do a Ready Steady cook as well. So we're going to have a Sheringham cook-off too. So it's great fun. But local ingredients, local chefs. Lots of, we really want to make it a real celebration of here, of Norfolk, and what we capped off our coastline. So please let me know if you've got any ideas that people I need to speak to, please tell me. But thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in May.
The good thing about them is they are going to be so much easier to carry out. We actually had the deck chairs delivered this afternoon. They came to the cottage. There was 50 of them. And they were in, you know, sort of polywrap, in a huge box. Fair enough, we actually couldn't get it in the door. But having said that, to have 50 crabs or lobsters delivered, logistically, would have been phenomenal. So as I say, the first thing is, they're £60 the deck chairs, and they're easier to move. So from there on, we're going to move on to the actual painting and the decorating of them. You can see some from here. There's a whole row of ideals and things you can do with them. You don't have to paint them. There can be pictures put on them. You can use collage, as that one is. They can be tapestried on. You can make patchworks out of them. You have so much talent here in Cromer and Sheringham and the outlying areas. You have vibrant imaginations. Put that to good use onto these canvases. They are a plain canvas for you to express yourselves on. What more could you want? And through that, the trail also is going to be longer this year. Last year it was sort of 7 or 8 weeks. This year we're going to start in early April, and the trail is going to go on until the end of August. So the businesses can have their actual business promoted. If you're doing one privately, you can actually have your artistic talents shown for that great length of time. The opportunity for you is going to be absolutely wonderful. But because it has a knock-on effect, because for us, as the two towns, as a community, it's going to be good too. We're spreading the word a little further afield. There will be more people coming into this area, and that's what we are. We're a tourist area. We need the people to come to help us to survive and thrive. So the actual trail is going to go on longer. It'll bring more people into the community, and it will benefit us all. Last year there was local shops, offices, schools, pubs and churches, businesses and groups all joined in. Schools, individual artists. And the thing about the deck chairs is, last year the crabs and lobsters took up a great deal of space. This, as you can see, very nicely displayed here, can be as a seat. But if you don't have a lot of space, if you're limited to space, it can fold flat and hang on the wall.